welcome back. Let's see where we're at in our startup. Last time we ended at round 10. And the last player we took was, I think, David Montgomery. I think we start at Antonio Gibson. And where are we, Gibson? Right here. Our next pick is essentially, we're just trying to fill out our flex spots. So we got 3 flex spots, and I said we're targeting receivers because right now, okay, you guys probably saw that one, but essentially we only had Amon-Ra, London, and Christian Kirk. Then we got our running back room solidified with Monty. And then we got Mayer, Njoku, and our anchor quarterbacks. Well, we have 2 quarterbacks right now. We said, well, we will wait till like round 15 for the new one, but you got Herbert and Jordan Love. So anyways, so we're to round 11. So essentially, I was hoping Sutton, Tony, Mechie maybe made it back to me, but I needed some elite players that can potentially start, and I settled with Michael Thomas. I had Michael Thomas and Rashad Penny target, but I was like, we already decent at running back. We need a 4th receiver because we start 3, and Michael Thomas been getting high. I might have reached a little bit here, but literally the only player that could produce wide receiver 1 numbers left, assuming he stays healthy. When he played last year in the first 3 games, dude was elite. Well, not elite, but let's see here. Last year, so he put double-digit numbers at 8, 9, 5 targets. So still a target whore, regardless. But that was early Olave rookie year. He didn't break out yet. So he'll probably be relegated to wide receiver 2, but he'll still get targets. I'm like, alright, I'm going to shift to a win now team. Took Michael Thomas. Fortunately, Rashad Penny went after next. And then Bigsby, I considered hard here. But I'm like, we got a young core. And I don't like rebuilding initially. I want the option to not rebuild first year. I'm too bored for that. Anyways, I'm like, alright, if our team sucks and we can still sell Michael Thomas to contending teams midway through the season, but Bigsby is behind ETN. He needs an injury, although ETN has injury history. We don't want that. Anyways, we got Michael Thomas, and next we got Darnell Mooney. So Mooney and Thomas I considered here at 11. I wanted Penny first, but I figured they were like, Mooney and Thomas were like the only wide receivers left in the next tier that I would take, and everyone next was like the following tier, and I was okay waiting. So we got Mooney. I sprinted for this one. I was like, alright, Mooney. He's like literally the only legit receiver left. Although I don't like Fields, Mooney will be a free agent after this year, and he's still fairly young. He's still 25, so he's still in that young window for receiver. He's still probably got 5 years of potentially wide receiver 2 production. Also considered Rondale here, but the offense gonna suck. Although, you know, bad offense equal to good garbage fantasy points. But if Mooney wasn't there, I think Rondale would have been my next pick. So we got our 2 flex receivers. We're still trying to solidify our tight end room, but there's still plenty of tight ends left. So right now we're currently on the clock, but I'm gonna go through our whole picks and then I'll pick our next players on the clock. So there goes Everett, who I wanted. Wow, Justin Ross. This is so surprising to me. 12th round Justin Ross. over Romeo Dubs. Dude, I was hoping I get Romeo Dubs because I still don't have a Jordan Love stack. What's his name? I got sniped the Luke Musgrave. I wanted Musgrave. And then Herbert, we don't have a Herbert stack yet. Still waiting for that, fortunately, but this isn't best ball, so like just best ball's been on my mind lately. But yeah, so we need a third receiver because and a young one. So I got DPJ. Although he's disappointed last year. I thought he was gonna blow up. He still can. It's only his third year, I think. Maybe fourth year. I'll go into his fourth year. So his contract year. He's still only 24. He was fairly young when he got into the league. He did kind of struggle last year, even though everyone's projecting him to be blow up. But he's still the second receiver on the team. They did draft Cedric Tillman, but he should solidify the wide receiver 2 role throughout the whole season. Hopefully, he can improve from last year. I also considered Tyler Algier here, but I'm like, there's still plenty of running back that I like. So I'm like, we need a young receiver that we can potentially start weekly. And DPJ was the last one. And now for that turn, we finally got our third tight end. So this is where tight end runs are going. Schoonmaker went. Juwan Johnson went afterwards. I actually wanted Isaiah Likely too instead of DPJ here, and then get a decent receiver instead of Fant, but Fant is only 25, and he did produce at a tight end 2 last year. So I could remove this net. So like, yeah, Fant. PPR, wide tight end 17. He produced fairly okay. He only plays like 60% of the snaps, which is unfortunate, but he's still the tight end 1 and the number 1 receiving tight end in that offense. He should get a nice contract if what's his name, Cole Kmet can get a 4-year contract. I don't see why Fant shouldn't. And then Trask went. I was targeting Trask right here. Hooker went. Sam Darnold. Damn, this is so early for Darnold. I wanted Cade Otton back here. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. Also wanted Jelani Woods. Considered Clyde. Now that he's gone. Let's see what our team looks like. So DP, he wasn't even a starter, honestly. Okay. So maybe we could have switched off and picked Algier there. Instead of DPJ. Where we at? But whatever, it's all good. DPJ, it's a good backup receiver. Still has potential to be good. He's only 24. But anyways, this is what our roster looks like. We got starters. James Cook finally getting some training camp hype. Also Mayer. Monty should be the goal line back. Michael Thomas hopefully stays healthy all season. Mooney still hasn't practiced with the team. Like he's doing his drills, but he hasn't done any 7-on-7s or 11-on-11. So I think we'll have to slot DPJ as our starter. Noah Fant will be our starter over Michael Mayer until we see what his role is. So that's a pretty good starting spot. It's not like amazing right now, but you don't win on projection. So anyways, let's look at our draft board because we're about to pick. So we got DJ Chark, who I like. Only 26. Fairly productive last year in his small time with the Lions because he was hurt most of the time. I do like Hubbard, essentially the wide, what's it called, RB2 for Miles Sanders, and Sanders is always hurt. So I am considering Chuba here. I do want a tight end in this turn, so I think I might go Chuba here. Puka also getting some hype now that unfortunately Cooper Kupp got hurt. But I like a lot of the receivers left. Zay Jones, I already got Christian Kirk. I don't know if I want to do that. Puka is a good stash. I do like I want Isaiah Hodgins here. Harris Campbell getting some hype. MVS should get a lot of. So there's still a lot of receivers we can take, but tight end is getting thin. There's a lot so we got. All right, let's go by ADP here. First starter left. I like Daniel Bellinger because what's his name? Waller, although he's getting hype, he is always hurt, unfortunately. We like Conklin. Hunter Henry's getting hype. Noah Gray. So I think we're gonna reach on Hayden Hurst here. Or Daniel Bellinger. Actually, I don't know. Oof. I think because this dude has no tight end. This dude has no tight end. This dude has 2 tight ends. This guy has 2 tight ends. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of them are gonna go at least 1 tight end here. Chuba should make it back to us. Hayden Hurst is old, although he did sign a 2-year contract. He was tight end 21 last year. Bellinger I like because he's young. He's only 22. We already have 2 younger tight ends. Man, this is tough, honestly. Alright. I'll just target Henry later instead of Hayden Hurst. I don't know. This is hard. Okay. We'll take Hayden Hurst here. We'll see. Let's see. So hopefully, what's his name make it back to us? Chuba Hubbard. If he doesn't, we'll take Bellinger here. Maybe Conklin. Whatever. We'll go Hurst. Hayden Hurst. Let's go. Alright, our roster. Before I finish this video, we got 4 tight ends. We got 2 young ones. Well, they're all young. Hayden Hurst probably gonna start over Mayer. Then Fant until we figure out his role with JSN there. He's like 4th in targets, but he's fairly young. So that's where we're at. Let's look at. I haven't really been trying to trade up here because like the tiers, there's so many players on the same tier that it's not worth it unless you're like in love with a guy that you want to get and secure, then sure. But I haven't had anyone like Woods I wanted, but I was okay with Woods, Ferguson, Hurst, or Bellinger. And then let's see. Let's tag the next person. All right. So, okay. Anyways, where we're at, we need to add a running back. We only have 3. Oh no, we have 3. So we need probably go running back here. Hopefully Chuba. Maybe Fournette here. Gainwell I don't really like because that often doesn't throw enough. I don't think I'll ever need to start him. I did want Clyde, but we got sniped there. Right here, Clyde. Oh, it took Mostert. Mostert was a decent pick. So Sean Tucker getting hype. I like Eric. Well, Saquon just signed, but Fournette I do like. Keontae Ingram, essentially the RB2, but he sucks. Fortunately. Macintosh. We'll try to target later when because what's his name, Charbonnet and thing is hurt. Then Keaton I like in the end. There's still plenty of receivers left. That's fine. We might need to go tight end again if Bellinger makes it back to us. Anyways, that's it. See you on the next video. Later. Peace.